The enemy of self will tell you you cannot do the things you want to do.
Hi guys, I'm back again. Like I said, I hope you guys are going to be ready for another video. So let me do a proper introduction. I don't think the last time I actually introduced myself properly. Yes, my name is Welly. Yes, my birth name is Chwera. But you guys, over the years, my character has gained me more aliases, like more AKAs. So I guess I'm Willy. That's the nickname my dad gave me. I'm Sister Snitch because my siblings seem to think I snitch about everything. I'm the cray cray auntie because all the kids like it when I go cray cray. And the enabler, the enabling girlfriend. That'll be a story for another video. It will be spicy, but these are the titles I've gained over the years. Don't mind me in my gown. Don't mind the hair change. I got tired of the braids. And I did say my hair was crusty, so yeah, I am over my braids. But I'll have a new hairstyle soon. But I still love my bantu knots and my natural hair. So let's get right into the video, guys. The reason why I'm recording today is because I was so touched. And I think I've been touched for the longest time. I just haven't really had the courage to actually speak about it, even though I do. And I rant about it, and then I cry about it, and then nothing ever gets done about it, So I feel like if I share how I feel with you guys, and I don't know, just say how I feel and just talk about all the experiences, man. Like just speak on behalf of all the children in the world. I'm not talking about infants or toddlers. I'm talking about everybody, from your parents, your grandparents, us, our children, our children's children, So basically anybody who was ever a child, this letter goes out to you. I wrote this letter to address a few issues that we face as children, as parents, and nobody ever wants to talk about it. But I've decided, you know what, I've opened this platform, but I didn't open it just to laugh and talk about funny things that happened to me in my life. And sometimes you have to be serious in life, and sometimes you have to address certain situations and certain issues, because you never know who you're going to be helping in the long run. So guys, like Elias said, I'm writing a 4-page letter. So here goes, guys. I wrote a letter, and this letter talks about everything and anything that we go through as children, and as parents as well. Obviously parents go through the most as well, but as children I feel like we go through so much more. It's like this generational thing, it needs to end, and I feel like it needs to end with our generation. Like honestly, I feel like if we don't do anything about it now, it will never change. So guys, keep in mind this is coming from a good place, and as a black child this was really hard. It was a very hard pill to swallow, but I'm glad that I'm doing this, and I'm glad that this might just reach somebody out there to open up and just, know that you are not alone. You are not alone. We all go through everything, and you will be so surprised how so many of us go through almost the same thing. We don't have to come from the same background. You don't have to be well off. You don't have to be not so well off. A human being is a human being at the end of the day, and we all have emotions and we all have feelings. So yeah, guys, I wrote a letter and I'm gonna read it to you guys. So I had to type it out. I know my channel, I didn't want my channel to be like scripted. I wanted to keep it raw, and for me, I will continue to keep it raw because I don't see the point in scripting something, but the letter I had to write it down because this was from my heart, and if I just came on and just started recording, I wasn't going to remember 90% of the things that I wrote in this letter. So I wrote it earlier on today, and the letter goes something like this. Alright guys, so I'm going to read it. Dear parents, I sit here in front of my camera to bring you a public announcement on behalf of all the children, yourselves included, because believe it or not, you were children too at some point of your lives, and some of you still have parents who happen to be our grandparents. I know how hard parenting must be, and to have more than one child can be a daunting task. None of us put in an application to be born, and you as our parents brought us into the world willingly. I'm personally afraid to have my own children because I honestly don't know how I will raise them, because the template I have isn't ideal. Being a parent doesn't mean you own your child. Your child is a human being who needs your love and guidance. That's the silent vow you made with God when you created us. And family secrets should be a thing of the past. We don't want skeletons coming out of the closet the day we bury you. That hurts so much. But the truth will set you free. Some of us were planned and most of us weren't. Well, we all know that 90% of us weren't planned, you know. But hear me when I say this, you know. None of us, and I mean, and I mean this from a very good place. None of us are a mistake. No matter how you feel sometimes, and you wish we didn't exist, or you threaten to take us out. Yep, I've heard that one so many times. Threaten to take us out because you gave us life, you know, doesn't mean we aren't blessings. Every single person is a blessing in the world, you guys. You know what? I don't care if you have all the money in the world, or you have no money at all, or you have, at the end of the day, you're a blessing and you were meant to be here. You know, God placed you on earth for a reason. You know, and our presence in the universe is necessary because if we weren't meant to be here, I personally wouldn't be writing this letter to you guys. You know, so on behalf of all the children, I will send a message to our parents, you know, and feel free to let them watch this. It's up to you, but it must be said. And also, as a black child, this is from a dark, scary place, and being sent with respect and love. We fear for our lives every day about opening up to you, because we're afraid that whenever we express ourselves, you threaten us by giving us death stares. I'm sure we've all got those death stares before. Or you threaten to disown us, or, you know, we fear for our lives and we'd rather die inside silently than dare open our mouths and disrespect you in your own houses. We keep quiet because we don't want to be kicked out, we don't want to be shouted at, we don't want to be threatened, or worse, the infamous one, we don't want to be disowned. Now, I speak for all of us when I say, dear mom and dad. Dear mom, dear dad. Dear grandma, dear grandpa. Dear aunt, dear uncle, dear siblings. I don't know what your family dynamics are, but this is for whoever is your guardian and whoever's taking care of you and whoever you're seeking guidance from. Growing up, all I ever wanted was to make you proud. Through my schoolwork, how I carry myself, how I behave, who I choose as friends, down to the way I dress and the music I listen to. All I ever wanted was to be your baby that you are so proud of and can't wait to flaunt to the world. But it reached a point where all I was to you, I was stupid, I was fat, I was ugly, I was rebellious, I was rude, I was useless, a failure, a quitter, an addict, a thief, too skinny. Nothing I ever did or said ever made you proud. And you know, just to name a few things on the list of all the names that we've been called on this face of the earth by our own parents, you never took the time to understand why I was the way that I am. You don't know why I do the things that I do and why I behave the way that I do. You're so busy living your life and you forgot that I exist. Yes, I'm there physically, but you forgot that I exist. You only talk to me when you need me to do something or to help you with something you don't understand. And I get that. This is so hard, guys. I get that life is so overwhelming, but it's not easy for us too. As we grow in your shadow, we've realized that we don't want to walk in your footsteps. Well, at least that's how I personally feel. I don't want my children to walk on eggshells because they're scared of how I will react. Sometimes just walk up to your child, tell them you love them, and just give them a hug for no reason. You know, as children, we should do the same. And as a black child, I know how hard that is. It's like, guys, it's really hard. You know, it's really hard to walk up to your mom or your dad and be like, "Mom, Dad, I love you," and just hug them. They're gonna think you're weird, you know, and that's just how it is. Like, they've made it so normal not to show affection. But because the minute you express love, it seems as though something is wrong. Let's normalize hugging each other and saying I love you and having conversations with each other. Tell us stories about your childhood. Maybe then is when we will realize why you are the way that you are, you know. And our parents don't realize that how you treat us may be the way you were treated when you were growing up, and it's all you know. But if we don't know how you were treated, then we just feel like you're not coming from a good place. We do understand there's something called tough love, and we understand that you need to be hard on us sometimes, you know, but sometimes you can be too hard. Sometimes you break us to a point of no return. Don't break me down because you're having a bad day. Don't call me stupid because I'm not. And every other insult that you hurl at us, it hurts. It hurts really bad. We can't answer back because it's disrespectful. Well, we all know that as a black child. We know that that's a death wish. But in all seriousness, I felt less than my worth for a very long time, and I constantly seek approval and validation because my own parents never gave it to me when I was growing up. Till this day. I'm angry, I'm sad, but most importantly, I'm disappointed by how we are treated by the very people we look up to. Our own parents bully us, and they don't even realize it. No wonder so many people are broken in the world. No wonder the world is full of assholes. The world is crawling with assholes, guys. There's bullies, there's assholes, you know. And we are being bred from our very homes that we are supposed to be happy in and feel safe in, but we are being turned into monsters. So I say this, dear guardian, whomever you may be careful how you talk to us and treat us. You don't know what your reactions do to us. You never know if it was your words that pushed me to become a serial killer, a thief, a womanizer, a rapist, a gold digger, a failure, suicidal, a single mother or father. Because so many times people say words are powerful. Stop using words. Words are a powerful weapon. But that is so true. Because when you hurt me, I can't tell you that you hurt me because you're older than me and you're my parent, and I can't correct you in any way or form because you know everything since you're the parent. And we can't tell you when you're being wrong. We just have to keep quiet, swallow the pride, and just swallow that hard pill. That's basically all we do as children. You know, and all I know is that when I have my own children, I will treat them the way I wanted to be treated. I will encourage them, check on them from time to time, spend time with them even though they'll think it's whack. Yeah, kids these days think hanging with your parents is whack. But I would love to sit with my dad and have a conversation with him and have him tell me about how he grew up and, you know, the people in his life, tell me about his parents, you know, the schools he went to, what he did with his life, you know. I just know glimpses here and there because of the stuff that I found on my own. And I just wish he had told me these things, but then again, you don't want to push. I will love them, but I can't promise that I will love them, but I can't promise that it won't be conditional. Okay, kids can be a lot, okay? So I know this because I'm helping my sisters raise their kids and they're terrorists. Children are terrorists, but we all know why. They just have this stage of terrorism. So yeah. But I will love them and protect them and guide them as well as I can until I see that they will add value to the world and not expect anything, but they will be ready for everything. And that's all we can do, guys. Like, honestly, if you're a parent, if you feel like your parents are not the parents you want or the parents you wish you had, be a better parent for your kids. We can't change our parents, you know, and I'm sorry to say this, but you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can't. You know, you can't take a donkey to the river and force it to drink water or just sit there. You know, and I'm so sorry for using these examples, but that's basically what it is, you know. Adults, to them, it's my way or the highway. I'm right, you're wrong. I'm big, you're small, you know. So yeah, guys, that was my letter, you know, and whew, I feel like there was a weight lifted off my shoulders, you know, and I'm so sorry to bring this depressing letter across, you know. I could have addressed it in a better way. I could have said it in a different way. I could have like over prepared myself, but I said it as best as I know how, you know. And I just have one thing to say to our parents, you know, and I'm just saying to you guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm such a huge disappointment to you. But one thing I'm not sorry that I'm me. There is no other me. And I feel like as a parent, you should get to know your children. Sit down with your children. Find out what's wrong. Children don't overreact for no reason, you know. We don't do the things we do because we just want to make your life miserable or just ruin your lives or just depress you or just cause problems. No. We go through issues just like you do. But we seek guidance from you guys. To be honest, being spoiled with gifts and given money and all those things is very nice, but I personally just want your love and your guidance. You know, I just want to be guided. I want to be loved. I want to be shown that I too matter. Everybody is so focused on Black Lives Matter, but coming from a stable, healthy home with healthy relationships, that matters too, guys. You know, it matters so much, and it breaks my heart, you know, when I go outside and I listen to people's stories and I'm like, wow, I thought I had it rough. Like just listening to other people tell me about their family dynamics. I like sometimes I just cry. I can't help myself but cry. Because what can you do? What can we do? You know, so guys, that was my 4-page letter. I'm sorry for depressing you guys or bringing this somber mood or anything like that, but that's basically what reality is. I did say I'm going to share my experiences, you know, and I could go into depth with this video, but I don't want it to be too long because you guys are going to end up being bored. But I honestly hope that if you're watching this video and you're afraid to reach out to your parents, do it now. I say open up to your parents now. It's not easy. Trust me, it's not. I always have the worst fights with my dad. But I end up getting across to him. You know, so, and that's the reason why I actually made this video today, because as a creative, I'm not as creative or as free as I want to be because I consider his feelings, but it's my body. You know, the first time I got a tattoo, I told him via text, and I sent it to him. I sent him the picture of my tattoo, and then I sent him the reason why I did my tattoo. And my reason is good. So it was a very good reason, you know, and he understood, you know. So every single thing that I do to my body is for a reason. I don't just do it for fun or just to look pretty or whatever. You know, for me, my body is my temple. My body is my canvas, you know, literally. And I'm not shaming anybody else who just gets tattoos because they look cute or because it would look nice on their body. I'm saying I personally put body art on my body because it means something to me. And I'm pretty sure all the tattoos that you have on your bodies mean something to you as well. So I walk into work this morning and I have like a fake nose ring thing going on. So my dad's like, what's that hanging from your nose? And I'm like, it's a nose ring, you know. And he's like, it looks ridiculous. And I'm like, okay, you know. So now obviously now I'm in defense mode. Like my wall is up because I already know it's going to escalate into something that's not necessary. But it did escalate. So now it derailed from the nose ring thing. And I said to him, look, Dad, you know I'm a creative. You know I'm a designer. And this is who I want to be. I want to be creative and I want to express myself. And this is how I'm going to express myself creatively. And he's like, oh, okay, so I guess, you know, the next thing I'm going to see on you are horns. You're going to walk into the store and you're going to have horns on your head. And you know what? To him, he was saying it in a joking kind of way, but I honestly was so offended, guys. I was so hurt. I was so touched. And then he touched on tattoos, and I'm like, first of all, not everything is satanic. Black parents, black people, please stop thinking tattoos are satanic. They are not satanic, and we don't go to some cult in a corner somewhere in the dark and have blood inked into our bodies, or none of that. Yes, we understand that when we were born, we didn't have these markings on us, we didn't have any piercings on us, but it's our bodies. We do what we choose to do with our own bodies. We will deal with whatever consequence you guys think there is in the world at some point. But personally, for me, I'm still going to get my nose ring. I'm still going to get my lip ring. I'm still going to get more tattoos. Nothing or nobody can stop me. It's my body at the end of the day. I'm not harming anybody. If I'm not harming you, then it shouldn't be a problem. If I'm doing something that's just taking away years from your life of living, and you can't breathe when you see me, and you feel like you're going to die, then I will stop. But I haven't had that effect on anybody yet. Nobody's fallen over and died at the presence of my tattoos and piercings. So I don't think I'm going to stop anytime soon, But that's basically what I want to say. Like, black parents need to be more lenient. You need to know where your kids are coming from. We're not living in the 1900s, and we're not living in a village somewhere where nobody knows nothing. Like, we're living in a modern world, and we want to do modern things. We like tattoos. I've only got 2 tattoos. We like piercings. We like expressing ourselves. We love colorful hair. We love being free-spirited. Be happy that your child is not a drug addict. And if they are, ask why. Reach out to your child and ask them why they do the things that they do. Something must have went wrong somewhere, somehow. We're not out here selling our bodies. We're not out here killing anybody. So please just be kinder to your children. Just show them love and guide them. That's all they need. That's all we need. Love and guidance. I'm pretty sure when you were growing up, you wished your parents were different. Yes, you're older now, and you thought like, okay, I'm going to be a parent, and I'm going to be as tough and as strict as my parents were to me with my children. But not everybody's the same. And for me personally, I'm going to break that chain. I'm not going to raise my kids the way my parents raised me. I'm not. So that was my piece, guys. I'm not going to speak too much because I don't even know how long this video is. But anyway, thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing and commenting. I really appreciate it, guys. I'm not doing this for fame or anything like that. Like I said, it's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to do this video and just sharing my experiences, because you never know who's listening, and you never know whose life you'll save one day by just talking and speaking your mind. Sometimes it just takes one person to change a lot of people's lives by just opening up. So thank you guys so much. Just share my videos, like, comment. If you have any suggestions of what you'd like me to talk about, you're more than welcome to just drop that in the comment section. You can find me on Instagram as well. It's also the same, Original Willy. It's Original Goddess Willy M. So, but yeah, guys, you know what? Let's make a difference in our own lives, And if you've got a problem, guys, don't keep it in and bottle up emotions and stuff, because that's when you explode. And then shit hits the fan to no return. So yeah, guys, this was very heavy on me, and I'm so glad that I shared this video with you guys. Anyway, guys, have a great one. Stay blessed and stay tuned for the next video. I'm not sure what I'm going to be talking about yet, but it's definitely going to be a story time. I love you guys. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.